Imagine you're asleep on Christmas Eve when all of a sudden you hear a noise in another room. As you cautiously go to investigate, you discover a man dressed in red and white. He looks at you, smiles and winks, and then disappears. You, my friend, might have just seen Santa Claus. Santa Claus, also known as Father Christmas, Saint Nicholas, Saint Nick, Kris Kringle, and many, many more names, is a legendary beastie humanoid. Santa is thought to be 7 feet 6 inches and close to 265 pounds. He lives in the North Pole along with his wife, elves, and other various magical creatures. Santa Claus has a vast array of magical abilities along with powerful magical artifacts. He is omnipresent and omniscient, meaning he is everywhere at once and knows everything about every individual. Now this might seem frightening, except Santa Claus is described as a portly, jolly old man that only wants to spread joy and cheer. He is well known for being able to enter any building, knowing if you've been good or bad, good judge of character, and having magical abilities similar to the Fae. He is also known to be able to bring joy to the coldest of hearts during the holidays. He is accompanied by 8 reindeer who pull his magical sleigh through the air as he delivers toys to all the world's children on December 25th. Many old stories and traditions can be connected to this legendary being. The origin of Santa Claus can be traced to the 4th century Greek Christian bishop named Saint Nicholas. He was known for his generous gifts to the poor. The next iteration of this humanoid beastie is in the 16th century in England during the reign of Henry VIII. Here he lost his old monk clothes to wear the more traditional green or scarlet robes lined with fur. Since England no longer kept Fest Day in honor of St. Nicholas, the gift exchange date was moved to coincide with Christmas Day, December 25th. During the same time in the Netherlands and Belgium, Santa was known as Sinterklaas. This was also around the time a lot of occult traditions, including Yuletide, were absorbed into the Christmas holiday, which is why some scholars associate Santa Claus with the Norse god Odin. It wasn't until 1823 that Santa Claus started to resemble the appearance we know him to have today, and most of that is due to Clement Moore's poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, or more commonly known as The Night Before Christmas. It's at this time Santa Claus begins to be described as chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. From there, the legend of this beastie grew, especially during the early and mid-20th century. NORAD even started to track Santa Claus and broadcast his location to the public. This is also worth mentioning that Santa Claus is one of the few beasties that was capable of going back and forth between the veil. On top of that, having much magical potential even with the veil in place. I believe the original St. Nicholas to have been a caster. The current Santa Claus, though, I believe to be an egregore, a spirit or entity of great power that was created by the combined power of humanity. Our belief in Santa is what keeps Santa Claus a real being. It would also explain why he had so much magical potential with the veil in place. His magical power always has come from human belief in him. My advice to you, my fellow casters, is if you ever get the amazing opportunity to meet this great legendary beastie humanoid, take every moment of it in. This is one benevolent beastie that wants nothing more than to spread joy and cheer to all living things. And with Santa Claus having immense magical powers, he can easily hide himself. So if you're lucky enough to actually see him, he probably did it on purpose.